Hi, travelers. Tara here. Sorry you're catching me getting myself ready. I'm coming to you today with an elemental reading for the full moon occurring on June 20th, 2016. This is going to be for the fire signs. This is a general reading, so the messages will not resonate with everyone, in which case, please check back to your moon and rising sign. And maybe there are going to be some messages there for you. Also, there are going to be some announcements after the reading, so please stay tuned for that. I think you're going to like some of the things I have to say. So, say what? Neptune has been in retrograde now for what? I don't know, 2 or 3 days. I don't know. I think it's stationed retrograde on Monday. What's today? Friday, I believe. Thursday. I don't even know. I don't know where I am and what I'm doing. So we're just now about to start settling into this energy. And perhaps for some of you, you've been, receiving some clarity or been able to step outside or take a step back from a situation, and as if all of a sudden the light bulb has come on. Or you've taken off those rose tinted glasses and you're seeing a situation, maybe several situations for you, for the first time in its true light. That can be either exhilarating or it can be crushing. Just depends on which side of the fence that you're on. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. Again, this is a full moon elemental for the fire signs: Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And just see what the cards have to say. Okay. We're trying to get a good shuffle on this. This Neptune energy is kind of strange. And then Mars, I think, goes direct on the 29th. So perhaps if we've been, you've been feeling a little bit stuck in some areas, Mars is that get up and go, your fighting spirit. Maybe that's going to move a situation along that feels like it's been stuck. Okay. So here we go. Well, this Queen of Wands showed up in the Earth Elemental as well. It's almost the same cards. Really? It is almost the same cards. Wow. Wow. This came out, these 3 cards, these 4 cards came out in the Earth reading. So perhaps what it's saying to me, as well as this card, that either I didn't shuffle them good enough, or there's a similar thing playing out for all of the elements. We'll see how it goes with the water and air. For many of you fire signs here, we have this 6 of Wands in the center. So this card is known as the victory card, but because it's it means that you've been able to marshal your energies and your strength, and you've been on the same page where your thoughts and your intentions have really kind of coalesced and come together, and you are seeing some victories in some areas of your life. However, this 6 of Wands is going straight into the devil. And the devil is all about limitations, or the perception of limitations. It is also about shadow work. So this could also be about ego, and trying to, because it represents Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the father of time, which means that if you have been feeling stuck, Saturn has come in to kind of slow you down so that you're not moving so fast, like that fire energy, just whoosh, want to come in and just get things done, and you're being limited in a way. But try to view it from the sense that it's in your highest good, because maybe there's something that you're missing, so you need to slow down. But if this is an ego issue, then it is that perhaps you've been, or someone has been, either way, kind of running roughshod over other people and not taking into consideration their thoughts or their feelings. We have this Six of Coins here, or being fairly balanced in a particular situation. Now, I have the Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands at the top. So for some of you fire sign people, this is literally, you have gotten new ideas, you've got a new fire in your belly, and you have, you're trying to charge forward, but you did have to stop and think a little bit. Maybe the energy came on so strong, or things happened so quickly that you had to stop and take a step back. But nevertheless, whether this is a male fire sign or a female fire sign, again, this is about, because it is the feminine energy, this is about nurturing and being receptive to those energies around you that are going to help you move forward in the way that you need to be. In other words, perhaps being a little bit softer and not so aggressive, okay? I do have this beautiful line here, vertical column on the left, of the Ace of Wands, the Six of Coins, and the Magician. And whenever the Magician comes out, this is really all about you having, as I said earlier, your intentions and your will married together and able to create things literally out of thin air. For some of you, this is perhaps on a financial front. And for some of you, it could be in a relationship, a personal relationship front. Maybe it's on both fronts, okay? But then I have this event here, okay? And I have these two horses, and horses are all about freedom. They're all about travel, transportation. They are also known to be highly, highly intuitive animals. So this could be about intuition coming into play, harnessing that and using it. It is about freedom. I know that a lot of you, my daughter's a fire sign, and she likes her freedom. And so, but this is an event, something that's coming in quite suddenly. And it is a change of direction, perhaps, for some of you. Okay. I have the horse, the victory, somebody going one way. And then I have this block here. Okay. And it's like the cards are saying that, well, you got that block and now you've gone back to the drawing board and you figured out something else. But then suddenly an unexpected development shows up. Okay. And you may have to switch directions, in which case what I can say is, with the Star card, that don't give up hope. If you've been working on something or working towards something and something unexpected occurs and you have to change directions and go back, in a sense, don't give up hope on that project that you were working on before. Okay. The devil or Saturn comes in to say perhaps it's not the right time. If this is a relationship situation, this could be where you have decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and go on and do my own thing. Okay. But the shadow side of yourself, maybe you're not able to let go, in a sense, or release yourself in whatever way that means. But you're trying very, very hard. And then suddenly maybe the person comes back, or you hear from them, or there's a message. Maybe you run into them by accident, okay, someplace, and it kind of throws you for a loop. And you're like, oh, crap, I was just getting to the point where I, was feeling good about walking away. And maybe it wasn't really about walking away. Maybe it was just a separation. I don't know. I'm going to pull Sabila's on that. But interestingly, the last vertical column of the Ace of Wands, the Devil, and then the Star card. And it's almost as if the cards are saying to me that through doing shadow work on yourself, okay, or at least being able to marshal those earthly energies. Maybe you've been drinking too much, you've been partying too much, maybe you've been having, sex with people that you shouldn't be having sex with, and you've been doing it a lot, and it's almost saying that either or, there's something that's going to come out that's positive of it. Because sometimes we can abstain from things in the sense that those are limitations we put on ourselves because we're actually trying to do something. And so we have to marshal those animal instincts within ourselves. Almost like the strength card. You have to get a hold of your willpower and your desires and kind of, you know, bind those up so that you can do the things that you need to do. And maybe what the cards are saying is that maybe you need to, if you've been abstaining in any way from anything, that perhaps you need to not abstain. But the opposite is that if you've been doing too much, then you need to stop, because it is through either of those things that you're going to be able to get uh, get in alignment with where the universe wants you to be and what your hopes and dreams truly are. I do have this beautiful diagonal, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Magician. And I think perhaps maybe some of you are in touch with that or in tune with that, and maybe some of you have fear about stepping out. But you have all of this beautiful energy here that even with the Empress card, there's something new on the horizon, something that's about to be born. These cards, even though they don't touch each other, when I do see them come up, can be, and I know lots of people get upset when I talk about this, but this, you know, this is an indication of pregnancy. So if some of you have been wanting to start a family, then, you know, it's kind of like saying maybe the time is right. Or it could be saying if you're not ready to start a family, you might want to put some brakes on that and think about what it is you need to be doing, because it could end up, because really we don't know who is the magician in this situation. You know, and if you are the magician, you know, then you have control over how you want the illusion or the trick to play out. So let me just leave it at that. I'm going to look at that Magician card and see, and then I'm going to look at this Devil card. So this is really just the kind of energy that's happening where there's a lot of possibilities for the birth of something new. Okay, I'm going to put it in that generic term. So whatever that means for you, if the time is not right, then you want to take precautions. And if you've been trying and you've been wanting, then the energy is around you to try. And if that is the case, I wish you success and luck in that, and a lot of fun while you're doing it. Okay, so I have these two air cards here, 3 air cards on the bottom. I have the Magician, the Knight of Swords, and then the Star card. The Star card represents both Venus. It represents Venus and it represents Aquarius. And Mercury is all about communications. So it's almost as if saying some of you are going to get the news that you've been hoping for. Okay. And Aquarius is all about freedom, intellectual freedom and thought. It could be that you literally can and you can't manifest something up, okay, simply by thinking about it. So because this is a very, very fertile time, my advice would be to be very, very conscious of your thoughts at this moment, because the energy is with you to manifest big manifestations. For some of you, you may manifest exactly what it is that you want. For others of you, you may manifest something that you're not quite sure what to do with. This line here. So, you know, be very conscious of your thoughts. Very, very conscious. And you see, I have this Six of Wands here, sandwiched in between these 2 swords cards. And this is literally your thoughts bringing you a victory of sorts, but it could also be your thoughts becoming out of control, allowing your thoughts to rule your ego. And maybe that's why the Devil has come in. So I'm going to look at the Magician to see what the Magician can tell me, and then I'm going to look at the Devil. I think if you are cognizant of what you're thinking and reining in your energy and your ego, if some of you are struggling with ego issues, being egotistical, being shallow, being flighty, being nervous, anxious. Um, the ability is there for you to really do something wonderful with that, okay? So try not to let this opportunity go by, because this is a time on this new moon that you're really going to be able to manifest something that looks to be quite positive, if you handle it right. The Magician. Yes. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with the fire sign whose ego really has gotten out of control. Okay. This could be, you know, I don't have many. I only have the 1-3 here, which is the Empress. So I don't know if this is, I really can't say. The Giovani Fanciulla represents, the literal meaning is attraction to a young girl or the virgin. But also, if you want to look at the term of virginal um, is taken from the Latin, and it doesn't mean sexless. It simply means being self-contained. A virgin is someone who is self-contained, okay? And it could be that either someone's ego has gotten in the way and they've manifested up something where, you know, they're just self-contained, or they are self-involved, self-centered, because this card can really speak to being arrogant and haughty and vain. Uh, it could speak to criticisms. So this could literally be that something has gone up in flames because someone is too self-contained. And that energy, whether they were conscious of it or not, they have manifested up a situation where, you know, you've got this like tower situation here. And maybe that's why the breaks have come in. Okay, so we're going to Saturn, the breaks. Now, for some of you, here we have the Hope card, okay, or the Waiting. This card also can speak to worry and anxiety. Here we have the Amalato, the physical manifestation of whatever this situation was. And it has to do with a meeting or perhaps a job offer, because this speaks to a romantic endeavor or a job offer. Okay, so this could have played out in one or two ways. But the breaks have come in. And for some of you, perhaps you are feeling stuck as if you cannot change the situation, but that is a perception. This could also speak to a little bit of self-delusion. As I say, many people come and they go, well, you know, he won't let me go or she won't let me go. If they don't have you chained up in the basement, you can leave. That's always easier said than done. I understand that, but that is the perception, and it is not true. And maybe that is why this is occurring around this Neptune retrograde, so that the fog can lift and you can see the situation for exactly what it is. I want to look at what this event could be here. Now, remember I said something that's occurring that will have you making a change of direction, okay, or some type of message coming in. The falsità, the hidden intentions, the deception, lies, hypocrisy. Donna Maritata, this is surrounding either a woman with children, it is, or someone who is in a nurturing or caring capacity. But look, there is a male also that comes in with a nurturing capacity. But the overall energy surrounding either these two people or this situation, and this is for heterosexual or same-sex couples, whomever would take the role of the male or the female. There's something hidden. There's a hidden element There could be a deception here. There could be lies. And maybe this is what you are, this is going to be coming. It is through the manifestation of whatever this was about that this is going to be coming to you. And the stars could literally be the star. This is Venus. And remember, as I say, you have two Venus cards. They end. And Venus is all about those things that you love and those things you place a value on. Okay, not just your personal things, but it's also about self-love. Venus is not just about love, but it is also about self-love. And so maybe you're going to be gaining some clarity on this. Now, it could go either way. You may gain the clarity and be able to move forward in the situation, or you will gain the clarity and be like, oh, hell no. Okay, but either way, something is brewing, and it is going to end up being probably a very fertile opportunity for you in ways that you probably haven't or cannot imagine just yet because you can't see it. I just out of curiosity, I'm going to take 3 cards on the Empress. Now, in a way, it's speaking to 2 situations. These are 3 lovely cards to have come out on Venus, and I'm pleased to see them. I have the Fedeltà, I have the Fortuna, and I have the Denari. Okay? Now, it could go the way that whatever this deception is comes to light. You can look at it and see it for what it is. Maybe you are able to work through it. Maybe in which case something new is coming. Okay, that's beautiful, the birth of something new. But in just a regular old mundane situation, this could be that you literally find out something that was hidden from you. And when you find it out, the clarity comes and you're being asked to remain true to yourself, because this is really a positive event. Maybe you may not see it like that. And it is going to, in some way, shape, or form, bring about some type of security for you. Okay? And maybe it's saying, lock some shit up and don't be giving it away too freely, however that means for you. I hope this message helped you, fire signs. The energy kind of reads like, just particularly with this last set of cards, harness that fire energy that you have. And if you can do that, it's going to be very, very lucrative, very positive, very life affirming. And it will literally be the birth of something new for you. Now, let me get to my announcements. Where's my paper? The first thing I'd like to announce is I have a friend, Sally Kirkman, who's a wonderful astrologer. She's a British astrologer. And she is actually the person who inspired me to do the Pay What You Want. Okay? She is doing a Pay What You Want in astrology. And I'm going to put the link down in the information box underneath the video so you can click on that and go over and see. And she's offering a 1-question astrological reading based upon your chart. So if you want to know something about love, or something about work or career or family, or just some personal development, I'm going to put the link over to her website, actually to the Pay What You Want, and you can click on that link and read the instructions. She wants a donation. It's not, donate or not. She would like a donation. I have her looking at something for me. I have really, really been struggling with the balance between my personal and home life, with my work life, and my romantic life. Those are 3 different lives, and I'm trying to figure out how to marry them all together. With that being said, I've really, really been struggling with this. And so I have some wonderful friends who have been providing me counsel. And those 3 friends are Christelle Martinet, who's also my mentor. So Louisiana Lou, and Tanya over at Mystic Souls Tarot. If you don't know or subscribe to those people, get over and take a look at their channels and subscribe, okay? As a tarot card reader, it's kind of like Dr. Heal Thyself. the way my intuition works, and I think perhaps sometimes you can ask any person who does this kind of work, we can see things for other people, but we can't always see things for ourselves. So I can sit here and lay the cards and lay the cards and lay the cards, and either it's not going to make any sense to me, or I'm going to have to question what it is that I'm seeing. That's just how it works for us. So the four of us will sometimes consult each other for counsel, or at least to get confirmation of something that we're seeing for ourselves. And so I can vouch for their work and tell you that they're highly ethical, they're accurate, they have great energy, very compassionate and non-judgmental. So again, that's Christelle Martinet, Louisiana Lou, and Tanya over at Mystic Souls. Now, for the last announcement that I have, Louisiana Lou and I are going to be getting together on the weekend of July 2nd through the 5th. We are going to meet and get down on the beach in Corpus Christi, Texas, okay, on the island, on July 3rd. And we're going to be offering any of the subscribers that are in the South Texas area that can get to the beach on that day mini readings for donations. So we'd like to come out, have you guys come out, meet us there. If you never had a reading, now's your time to get one. You can get it in person, which is great. So you'll get an opportunity to meet us. We'll get an opportunity to meet some of you. That's always a great exchange. And we're also going to film some of this and post it up for those of you who can't get down. So if you have the opportunity, I know a lot of people travel. I know a lot of people have, family reunions. But if you're able to get down to the beach, we would love to see you and have you come join us. So that's it. Again, I'm going to post Sally Kirkman's link up to her Pay What You Want. If you decide to take her up on her offer, when you email her, please let her know that Tara from Hidden Lotus Tarot sent you. And until next time, namaste, travelers.